First, the top headlines. Chief Minister Biren flies to Delhi after Amit Shah informs to come. Minister L. Sushendros burned down again by mob. Last rites of Kahmei Martyr Bankim Chandra performed at Kangla, Sangomshang. PM Narendra Modi has been constantly monitoring the situation in Manipur, says Amit Shah. And curfew relaxed for Imphal East, West and Bishnupur till 6 p.m. today. Good evening, you're watching the primetime ELITETV English News with me, Jianthuiliu Kahmei. Now straight up to top stories. Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren today left Imphal for Delhi after Union Home Minister Amit Shah informed him to come to Delhi immediately. The Chief Minister left Imphal around 11 a.m. on a special charter flight. It may be mentioned that yesterday all political party meeting was held in Delhi chaired by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Many leaders of different political parties took part in the meet. TMC leader Mamata Banerjee asked that the union government is trying to make Manipur as Kashmir. On the other hand, NPP Superno Conrad K. Sangma urged for PM and Home Minister to visit Manipur to see the present prevailing situation. On the contrary, leaders of RJD Samajwadi Party and Congress demanded for resignation of Chief Minister N. Biren on moral ground. However, there is a big question why Chief Minister N. Biren has been called by the Union Home Minister just after all the political party meeting was over. According to a reliable source, a complete report will be available after the status of Chief Minister without fail. Irate mob burned down the godown farmhouse of Minister L. Sushendro located at Kangla, Sangomshang on June 23rd. Some unidentified miscreants burned the farmhouse again last night where pipes for sewerage project were kept around 10 p.m. According to report called from the spot, Maira Paibi said some unknown persons came and torched the pipes. The Maira Paibis followed them, however the miscreants escaped from the spots taking the advantage of darkness. Our ELITETV team visited at the spot and reported by our reporter Rishikesh Naurem.
Imphal East Manung Channel Leba, Faknung Harima Famaduni, Harima Famasida, Manipur Kaf and PD Minister Oriba, El Sushendro farmhouse, Mai Chapaki Saktamadu, Maninda Tari Amadi, Hariba, Mai Chaklibasi, Hokiba, Jungi, Tang, Kunga, Humdogi, Hinda Zuko Shauna, Balam, Damasongi, Miamka Alaktuna, Mai Tabagi, Safamadumam, Uhanbangam Zakrabagatung, Ngasizu, Amukahana, Sakangaba, Muising Namadi, Koshauna, Muising Minister Asigi. Paiduna Tamba, Amadi, Mahaki farmhouse Taleba, government property, pipes in Zumai Tabaki Saktamadu Yamna Song Uri. Akoi Manipur State Fire Service Team Kaya Laktuna, Akoi Mai can be Konjangadu, Tukimatik, Hanbalitana Sangsali, Amadi, Asikum Laba, Lebak, Perzam, Yamgi Seba, Toguni Haina Toliba, Minister Amagi, property sing Amadi, Sarkagi, Paisanduna Leba, Akoi pipes sing Asi, Koshana Perzam, Yamna Kariki, Damata Mai Taribano Habadu, Asobo Hangamoragli. Paudum Zariba video journalist Hentoiba Loinana Paudum Zariba Summer Rishikesh Naurem Elite News Imphal East Paknung.
More on news, the last rites Lanna Thauram of Khamenlok Mater Laisham Bankim Chandra Elias Abung was held at Kangla Sangom Shang, Imphal East today. Floral tributes were paid to the photograph of Mater Bankim Chandra by large number of people gathered there. Speaking to ELITETV uncle of Mater Bankim Chandra, El Inaucha said his son was noble and kind-hearted person. A big gem has been lost from his family. However, his sacrifice will not go in vain, he added.
Yamba Hangi Masanupani was Toriba Todoxi, Akogi, Manipur Sigi, Ireba Idam Sigi, Haitarene, Ireba Idam Sigi, Lady Maitejati, Hariba Sigi, Kayumbasum, Koki Singina, Mogi, a palm, Mogi, and with the drop of the air, the Aquila, Habit Tonado, the charging, Tenarubani, Lanchi. When the thing about Quaking and my Habit Tonado, the charging, his uncle like a Tenarubani, a double Husiki, like TV later, Lake Hidrishi. Akoi khaptagina te ireba iramda awang saisi ngakpa lakpi bahidi makhoi mayamsina akhoi gi damak ireba iramda akoi besigi khoi leirina haiba thongna du uthokpa honabada leikidaba poni leiba ngakpiri bani haidana leibiriba akhoi gi oneban cm na su sarkar sina haitare simba thogdoksi khangdaba nate khangi miyeng changbirangoni adubu huji khara hena miyeng changsalaga simba thogdoksi makha tana thoktana bai damakta kitang hena kanba wakhan thadhabiraga section thorang du kitang lakhotcha hanningi haiba wafam si thamjari.
As the law order situation has been improved gradually in Imphal East, West and Bishnupur districts, curfew has been relaxed till 6 p.m. today. Markets and shops were opened during the curfew relaxation in the 3 districts. People rushed to the market and shops to purchase essential items during curfew relaxation. Traffic was seen as normal as before on the roads. Home Minister Amit Shah said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been constantly monitoring the situation in Manipur since day one and guiding everyone with full sensitivity to find a solution to this problem. He was chairing an all-party meeting yesterday in New Delhi to discuss the prevailing situation in Manipur. BJP President JP Nadda, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, TMC Leader Derek O'Brien, Shiv Sena leader Priyanka Chaturvedi, RJD leader Manoj Kumar Jha and CPIM MP John Britas, among others, were present in the meeting. Mr. Shah added that Modi government is committed to solving the Manipur problem by taking everyone together, and the priority is that no more lives should be lost. Mr. Shah said that the situation in Manipur is slowly returning to normal since 13 June and 1,800 looted weapons have been surrendered so far. The Home Minister said 36,000 security personnel are deployed in the state, 40 IPS officers have been sent to Manipur, 20 medical teams have been sent, and supply of all essential items including medicines is being ensured. Home Minister said fencing work of 10 km of Myanmar-Manipur border has been completed. Tendering work for 80 km of border fencing has been completed and survey of remaining border is underway. He solicited cooperation of all the political parties to help diffuse the situation and restore peace and trust among various communities in Manipur at the earliest. He expressed gratitude to all political parties for giving valuable suggestions to resolve the Manipur issue. BJP President JP Nadda said during the meeting that all possible steps are being taken by Government and Home Minister Amit Shah for the solution to the Manipur problem at the earliest. He said Prime Minister Modi has been keeping an eye on this whole issue since day one. He said the Manipur issue is very sensitive and needs to be handled with sensitivity. Talking to media after the meeting, BJP leader Sambit Patra said that the Home Minister gave a presentation during the meeting and explained what triggered the violence in Manipur and the steps have been taken so far. He said all parties raised their concerns by keeping political differences aside. The northeastern state is witnessing sporadic violent incidents for over 1.5 months. Mr. Shah visited Manipur last month and met a cross-section of people to bring back peace in the state. During his stay in Manipur, the Home Minister had said that any kind of violation of agreement of suspension of operation would be strictly dealt with and treated as a breach of the agreement. He also urged those who are in possession of weapons to surrender them to the police. On the other hand, after 3 hours long all-party meeting chaired by Union Home Minister Amit Shah on violence hits Manipur, the Congress once again questions the silence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also demanded the resignation of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Addressing a press conference at the party headquarters in Delhi yesterday, former Manipur Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh, who attended the meeting, said Home Minister organized one meeting about Manipur at national level. He was there as a Congress representative. That was unfortunate on his part that they were not given time. He started thanking Shah for organizing that meeting after a gap of 50 days and said that we hope that this type of meeting will be appropriate if the Prime Minister chairs it.
That Manipur, though it is a small, tiny state, but we hope that it's strategically bordering an international border of Myanmar with India. We thought that we are protecting our boundary. But even today, Honorable Prime Minister, why he did not mention even a single word, single tweet, and when Manipur is burning, now it is almost more than 50 days. We thought that election is election. Once election is over, then Prime Minister is for the whole country, including Manipur. Why he is not, whether he is angry or not about Manipur or not, that is, we don't know. Why he is not mention even a single word for Manipur. Then after that, you please finish. I have no chance for expressing. There are few important points, which not much. That is, I would like to mention. But I said that, okay, I will complete. Then when all other colleagues, when they speak, after that, at least please give me some more extra concession, since I belong from that particular Manipur. So immediate after that his speech, his delivery, I request at least 3-4 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. Then sorry. Ibobi, you can come meet me even 2 hours also. That's why they are not giving time for me. I thought this is unfortunate on my part.
Also in the news, taking the role of peace mediator, United Naga Council UNC has settled the recent torching of one Naga house at Laimakong, Chingmang. A joint meeting of Kuki NP, KI, Sadar Hills, Kuki Chief Association, KCA, Sadar Hills and other Kuki representatives, together with UNC Working Committee, Naga Women's Union and all Naga Students Association Manipur, was held at NHH Hotel, TNK here on June 22nd. During the meeting, representatives of Kuki NP and Kuki Chief Association formally tendered apology to the victim's family and the Naga people, owing up full responsibility for the blatant torching of the house belonging to Akhon Liangmai at Konsaram, Laimakong, Chingmang. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
ELITETV na akanana puthokjaba Voice of the People nungtigi numidang khudingi pung 3 ta uba pangbiragani.
Welcome you all to UNACO College, Khongman, Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational college offering both BA and BAc courses. UNACO College will be affiliated to Manipur University, Kanchipur. First academic session will begin in July 2023. Hurry up! Registrations and admissions open for 2023-24 academic session.
Diabetes ka loina na hinglibusing tha amagi manungda fahanba ngamle. Khong hamba nungai tabasu numit manga nigi manungda fahanba ngamle. Piles haibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oina lehenba ngamle. BP wangba su tha amagi manungda normal da lehenba ngamle. Pumnamak natural oiba anauba hidak makal singna laying jabani. Haksang da sokadaba side effect amata leite. Makatana hidak chabagi mathau su tararoi. Ako pamorol gidamak nga simaglengsin bidau Diabetes Hospital, Jennings Road near Punjab National Bank, Porompat.
Admission open. Manipur ki mapanda satrabasu yaraba best quality education ga loinana Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Science Pangai. Manipur University da affiliated tauba Indian Nursing Council amadi Pharmacy Council of India na recognize tauraba college asida chaliba academic session asigi akagnaba sit masing gi admission housere. Coursing adudi BSc Nursing, Diploma in Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Radiology and Imaging Technology, BSc RIT, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology, BSc MLT, amadi BSc Operation Theatre Technology Operation, BSc OTT, hariba coursing asigi scholarship ki kudong saba su pangbigani amadi meritorious students singi oiba tongan ba kudong saba mayam amalegani. Akopa morol gidama 9856575163. College address Pangai opposite MPTC da lengbiratuna ngasimak kudong saba silawiu.
40 years of trusted diagnostic service, Babina Diagnostics.
Welcome back. You're watching the Primetime ELITETV English News. Now moving on, Manipuris in Taiwan, in collaboration with Global Manipur Federation, distributed relief materials to different relief camps opened in Kakching and Bishnupur districts. The relief materials like edible items, medicines and water were distributed to displaced persons. A tense situation gripped Itham and Moirang-Pural areas of Imphal East district yesterday after around 10 village defense volunteers were arrested by the Indian Army. Troops of Gurkha regiment attached to Moirang-Pural BSF post came to Itham at around noon yesterday and arrested around 10 village defense volunteers. On learning about the arrest, a large number of Maira Paibi from the locality and surrounding areas rushed to Itham and confronted the GR troops. Not long after, another large group of Maira Paibis came from the Nongbrang side too. The Maira Paibis totally surrounded Itham and did not allow the GR troops to take away the village defense volunteers. As the confrontation between the GR troops and the villagers, particularly women who were demanding release of the village defense volunteers, grew more intense, the army opened fire and charged upon the women folk. In the meantime, the GR troops shot one village defense volunteer on the fingers of both his hands. The victim, identified as Maibam Dinku, 24, son of Mani of Nongbrang, was taken to Raj Medicity. He is undergoing treatment at Raj Medicity. On the other hand, according to PRO, Defence Imphal Security Forces launched an operation acting on specific intelligence in village Itham, 6 km east of Andro, in Imphal East district on 24th June morning. There was cordons before the specific search commenced to avoid inconvenience to the locals. The operation resulted in apprehension of 12 KYKL cadres along with arms, ammunition and warlike stores. Self-styled Lieutenant Colonel Moirangthim Tamba Elias Uttam was positively identified. He was the mastermind of ambush on 6th Battalion of the Dokra case in 2015, was among the apprehended cadres. Mob of approximately 1,200 to 1,500 led by women, and the local leader immediately surrounded the target area and prevented security forces from continuing with the operation, despite repeated appeals to the aggressive mob as per law. However, it did not yield any positive result. Keeping in view the sensitivity of use of kinetic force against a large irate mob and envisaged casualties due to such action, the officer on ground made a considerate decision to hand over all 12 cadres to local leader. Own's columns lifted the cordon and left the area with weapons and warlike stores recovered from insurgents. Mature decision on part of operational commander displays humane face of the Indian Army, making all efforts to avoid any collateral damage and deny scope of escalating the situation during the ongoing unrest in Manipur. Indian Army appeals to the people of Manipur to assist the security forces in maintaining law and order to bring peace and stability. Now moving on. Under the supervision of MLA R.K. Imo Singh, Awaba Taraba Singh Tengbang Loop Peace and Relief Committee Sagolban for the second time has distributed edible items and other daily necessities to around 200 displaced people taking shelter at different places in Sagolban, AC. Secretary of the committee, R.K. Jiten Singh, has stated that the assistance they are extending is not enough to fulfill their needs. However, the Benevolence Act is conducted under the supervision of MLA R.K. Imo Singh to promote the sense of unity and brotherhood among the people.
Honorable MLA Sri R.K. Imo gi Niya Makada Lajariba Peace Relief Committee sina dungi tang tarada koyi Soman Kendada Mafam dagi lakiraga Landian Lapa Hajabata Sigumba si koyi Mamangda Nichani Muk Soman Kendada Lajariba singa si koyi Saitagi Angam Mangamba Kitang Chiang Hawaii Aduga Ate essential ITM Kara Pija Kare Lorena Nasi si Amuk Koi Makatana, Labiriba, Sinaloxi, Adiga, my child, it's a selfing with the Mata, Koi Tamitisina, Nasisu, Yanjabala Tabani, Masayam Hana Mapung Pari Haduna, Koi Heta Masina, Tendi Nena Lakadinate, Masi, Nuvo Oina, say Amaga, Matung Banaba, Adiga Puminaba, Hadu Wakanduda, whenever MLA I say Mugi Makada, Labiriba, Tamitisina, Mayangi, Yum the Chalaga, Mayangi Awane. Ana aduga mayam ga tatu kasen tomina daga high process in the
A fierce gunfight was reported on Saturday afternoon at the border pillar number 80 near Haulen Naphai village along the Indo-Myanmar border, causing panic among the villagers. The villagers are said to have fled from their homes towards Moreh border town. According to a reliable sources, there is large camp of the PDF and KNFB near Haulaifai village, and it is suspected that the gun battle could be between Myanmar junta and separatist groups in the country. Meanwhile, a gunfight erupted between personnel of Manipur Rifles and suspected Kuki militants at Stuikan village on Saturday amidst efforts to end bloodshed in the strife-torn state. The incident occurred around 7:15 p.m. when the Manipur Rifles troop went patrolling at Kangchup Chingkhong, where they were fired upon and they retaliated. A brief exchange of fire took place between the two groups. However, there were no confirmed reports of casualties from the fighting. India has achieved the milestone of 101 million metric standard cubic meters per day of gas production. In a tweet, Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said, the feat reflects the untiring efforts of India's energy soldiers and the impact of policy reforms. He said it is a significant step towards becoming a gas-based economy. Mr. Puri said, since India imports about 50% of its natural gas requirement, enhanced gas production within the country will reduce import dependence. He added that it will bolster efforts towards a sustainable, affordable and secured energy future for Indian citizens. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Al Hakim Mosque and Heliopolis War Cemetery in Cairo today. This war cemetery commemorates the memory of 3,727 Indian soldiers who died fighting in various campaigns in Egypt and Palestine in the First World War. The Prime Minister will hold delegation-level talks with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and several agreements are likely to be signed following the talks. Earlier, he received an enthusiastic welcome from members of the Indian community in Cairo. In his interaction with them, Mr. Modi lauded the community for their contribution towards strengthening India-Egypt ties. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said their support and affection truly embody the timeless bonds of our nations. Also noteworthy was people from Egypt wearing Indian dresses. Mr. Modi said, truly it is a celebration of our shared cultural linkages. Mr. Modi reached Cairo yesterday on his first visit to Egypt after successfully concluding his state visit to the US. He was received by the Egypt Prime Minister upon arrival and given a guard of honor. He was also given a rousing welcome at the hotel by the Indian diaspora. The Prime Minister also met Grand Mufti of Egypt, Professor Shawki Ibrahim Alam. They discussed the strong cultural and people-to-people relations between India and Egypt. Discussions also focused on issues related to social and religious harmony in society and countering extremism and radicalization. Also in the news, one laborer has died and over 30 others were hospitalized after ammonia gas leak from a dairy in Bihar's Hajipur, a senior official said on Saturday. A doctor said that the patients admitted are currently stable. Several fire tenders are at the spot and an investigation is underway to ascertain the cause of the leakage, the fire department DSP said. Hassan Alam Holdings CEO Hassan Alam calls PM Narendra Modi an unbelievable man after meeting him in Egypt. He's wise and humble, Alam said, adding that the PM gave him invaluable insights and advice. He claimed his company has a lot to learn from India's private sector, which grew tremendously in the world of infrastructure and engineering under PM Modi. On the day Union Home Minister Amit Shah held an all-party meeting on the Manipur crisis, TMC demanded an all-party delegation to be sent to the violence-hit state within a week. When Manipur burns, Assam is affected, Meghalaya is affected, the entire northeast is affected, the party said. Is the union government trying to turn Manipur into Kashmir? It asked. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Admission open. Manipur University Kanchipur gi manakta leba Temple of Learning Toll amasung Temple of Learning Degree College ki 2023-2024 gi admission tawjari. 11 class Science, Arts amasung Commerce. Degree College gi na General Course ta BA amasung BSc, Professional Degree Course ta BBA amasung BCA ni. CCTV camera na monitor tawraba classroom amadi campus matik charaba playground, well equipped tawraba Science, Arts amasung laboratory taret. Lising kaya gi larik leraba library ahum, quality education bu pamjaba mahiroy Mama Mapa amasung guardian singna athubada mingchan bi ho sit akaknabani selection test leiroi ahan lakpada kudong sab pizegani agopa marol office dagi mobile website amadi online kuthang dagi phangbigani.
Admission open, R&T Institute and Aviation Academy ke Lakatori Station 2023-24 ke admission Hausare Institute as the Ministry of Corporate Affairs Government of Indiana well recognized Tauraba Amati 5-year service complete Oiraba Manipur da Amatangairaba Air Hostess Training Institute Amani Class 12 pass Tauraba Mahairoi Singna Tungi Afaba career Amati aviation industry da Sangningba Singna Mingchan Biba Yaragani male and female Puna apply to Yaraba 10 to 15 years flying experience later trainer singna train tauriba 100 plus students placement pikraba institute asida tongan ba course sing khudong chaba lecture course sing atudi international air hostess training, airport operation and staff training, ground handling loina soft skill, career counseling, interview skill, spoken English and Hindi, grooming, guest lecturer session, resume making, mock interview, service classes, first aid, interview preparation, Zumba class, swimming class amadi airport visits. Institute asigi staff singa loinana placement assistance kidamag Imphal amadi atopa state sing dasu khudong chaba pizari. Khudong chaba sing asigi damag 12 standard loiraba students singna institute asida lakpiduna akupa marol tanabiu amadi online inquiry kidamag contact number asida call tawbiduna tanabiu 70059704070 natraga 8132092225.
SS Career Solution na chahi tara hena khunai sida leiriba naharol singbu achumba sinfam mama khangjana bagi khudong chaba du mapung fana pina bagi damak specialized oiraba team kaya semduna angang singbu nauringai dagi khoiga chana ba sinfam gi maramda singna mari makhong taktuna afaba khunai ama oirakna ba hona duna ngasi fawbalak Career Solution amagi chap chana guidance thi ba haibasi arriba dinate adubu ipurgedi thoina nungsa thiningai oitre SS Career Solution na akaknaba plan amadi expertise singa putsinduna sacha khaknatana community level dagi hauraga adom gi paidagi chanaba sinfamadu mai pakna chatnanaba same sagani aikhoigi mamal yamlaba naha singbu tungge chuwa lambela mada lamjing haurasi SS Career Solution na piriba khudong chaba singasi khopna khanta haurasi
Welcome back. You're watching the Primetime ELITETV English News. Now moving on. A press release issued by the Commissioner Home, the internet ban in the state has been extended for another 5 days from today. The extension will be effected from today till 30th June, the press release said. United Protection Committee of Nambol, an apex body of 103 groups of Nambol, Oinam and Konthojam Assembly constituencies today took out a peace rally demanding not to buy or sell the lands of cookies in the valley. Large number of people from the three assembly constituencies took part in the rally. The rally visited the various lands owned by Kuki at 3 constituencies including Brickfield, homestead land and farmhouses to spread the message. Speaking to media persons, co-convener of the committee, Irangbam Dinesh, said, no land can be sold or buy until and unless the present violence is to come to an end. Besides, the government will form a uniform law land in the state. On the other hand, he condemned the restriction of media persons by Indian Army at Andhra in the strongest terms.
Champurda laiba mafam jingda maduda khundalita adon laizariba koigi maitegi masa singgi lam aduga dukana chingba aduga hairiba mafam na chingba hairiba sida ekoigi sinkuki haina illegal migrant adugulumba mioi singna adugulumba maitai singbu atamnana hatke tuke haibagi moongda ekoigi maitai singi oiba lam na chingba kaya mayum makai thabiba aduga Lanjena tu lariba mioi singbu koigi awama phomna tahanba aduguloba koigi chin kuki immigrant adugulma mioi singna chatharakba thong asibu yanengde phongdok sabo oina ngasi tampaki landamna asidasu ekoina kuki na leiramba lamsing ekoi leiba yonba yaroi haiba masigi khongjang asi sanction bani hairiba khongjang asi ekoi lepaleta sanction geni khongjang asi ekoina Manipur gi tampaklam amasung Manipur gi apunma mafam Manipur gi lamdam asida uniform land law ama leitriba fawba ekoi hairiba khongjang asi lepaleta ekoina sanction jagani haiduna United Protection Committee hairiba koigi Nambol AC Oinam AC amasung Kondokjam AC haiduna leiriba mafam AC ahumgi koigi club organization chamaga ahumgi mathakta pulba organization asina ngasigi Manipur da tangdu leita dana leiriba sasalama laktriba fawba hairiba uniform le lo ma laktriba fawba koigi hairiba tapakta leiriba mafam singda leiriba lam singasi leiba yonba yaro haibagi khongjang asi sanction sabani.
In Uttarakhand, the third G20 meeting of the Infrastructure Working Group is going to be held at Narendra Nagar from tomorrow to the 28th of this month. Final touches are being given to the preparations for the meeting. The Teri District Administration has ensured adequate security arrangements at the proposed meeting venue and its surrounding area. Meanwhile, foreign delegates have started arriving at Jolly Grant Airport at Dehradun to attend the G20 meeting in Narendra Nagar. They were accorded a traditional welcome with tilak, flower garlands and a local folk dance performance by playing Dol Damau, the traditional instrument of the state. The three-day conference of the Working Group on Infrastructure will deliberate on challenges of the country's infrastructure and the new technology, and a high-level seminar on the roadmap to sustainable cities. During this day, the foreign delegates will be given exposure to the rich culture of the hill state besides attending the Ganga Aarti at Rishikesh. Eleven passengers were injured after a Cathay Pacific flight at Hong Kong's International Airport was forced to abort takeoff and evacuate its passengers due to a technical issue. They incurred injuries during a precautionary evacuation that was initiated, the airline said. Citing the police, a local broadcaster said that one of the plane's tires had overheated, causing it to burst. Also, an update on sports. In football, India beat spirited Nepal 2-0 in their second group match to book a berth in the SAF Championship semi-finals in Bengaluru yesterday. Sunil Chhetri in the 61st minute scored his fourth goal of the tournament. Mahesh Singh struck in the 17th minute to notch up the home side's second consecutive win. India had beaten Pakistan 4-0 in their opening match on Wednesday, with Chhetri scoring a hat-trick. With 6 points from 2 wins, India qualified for the semi-finals from Group A along with Kuwait, also 6 points, who beat Pakistan 4-0 earlier in the day for their second victory. Today, Bangladesh will take on Maldives at 3:30 p.m, while Lebanon will play Bhutan at 7:30 p.m. in Group B matches. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982, and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we conclude, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Biren flies to Delhi after Amit Shah informs to come. Minister L. Sushendru's godown burned down again by mob. Last rites of Kamenlok martyr Bankim Chandra performed at Kangla Sangomshang. PM Narendra Modi has been constantly monitoring the situation in Manipur, says Amit Shah. And curfew relaxed for Imphal East, West and Bishnupur till 6 p.m. today. That brings us to the end of the news. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.